I'm going to skip the breaks. We have more time with Roger. We're told the Patriot Group said, listen to Alex Jones, that's the channel. So we became the real voice of America, despite all our problems, and I'm not perfect. And so now most of the intelligence agencies are aware. They're involved. They were already aware, but our show crystallized it all, organized people. And now the globalists are in trouble, and Trump comes out, I'm being spied on, knowing they'd lie. Then all the data comes out that he was spied on, that they were having servers ping him, trying to set him and Stone up. It's all coming out, folks. This is the counterstrike by Trump and the Patriots. This is so legend. Roger, is this not incredible, my friend?
Alex, I think we are on the cusp of the greatest single political scandal in American history. I think it is a scandal that will hasten and accelerate the realignment going on in this country. The deep state has been hit with a double whammy. They have gotten caught spying on the nominee of one of the two major parties, and their rationale, their phony rationale for that spying, has now been disproved. We now know, indisputably, despite the claims of Barack Obama and the disinformation pumped out by James Clapper, that the Obama administration, on the basis of no evidence whatsoever and no probable cause, went to the FISA court, the secret, super secret FISA court, first in June, requesting that Donald Trump and his associates, including yours truly, be put under surveillance, and they were, we believe, denied. We now know that they went back in October with something more narrowly drawn as far as candidate Trump is concerned, and this secret warrant to spy on the Republican nominee for president was approved. It is unclear whether the monitoring of my own email, my own text messages, my own cell phone calls was approved in June or in October, but it was indeed approved. So this is the naked political manipulation of the system, of the government system. Richard Nixon went down for Watergate. He didn't know about Watergate in advance. He didn't approve it. It did not utilize government agents other than perhaps the CIA agents sent to
Roger, this is exactly, and you were involved in all this, is 50 times bigger. Here it is, Catherine Herridge, top-level state operatives leak Flynn phone call transcripts. We already know that, but when she goes on Fox News, she's heavily embedded with the CIA and Defense Intelligence, you name it. When that lady, like a spy chief, gets on there and says that, you know they're totally turning on him. And didn't Trump set him up, having them deny it for 3 days before all this comes out? Let's be clear. This didn't come from the Russians. This came from the Central Intelligence Agency. And I was told a week ago, get ready for the next hammer to drop next week. Relax, Alex. Trump's on it. And so they want a war with Trump, man. That is showing he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, it's quite extraordinary. Look at President Obama's carefully parsed response. He didn't order the surveillance. He's going to try to lay this off on Loretta Lynch as if his attorney general ordering it is not him. The buck stops with him. Nixon bore responsibility for what happened on his watch, and he went down. This went down on Obama's watch. There is no doubt whatsoever that you would spy on one of the two major party candidates for president without solid evidence of a need to do so of a criminal nature without the president doing so. This was a puff of air. This was a Clinton campaign press release. There still are, according to the House Intelligence Committee, and I'm going to give you this tape shortly, no evidence whatsoever of a contact between the campaign associates of Donald Trump. Those would include yours.
Sure, that's all old news. Roger, I don't know if you had chances last night when this came out. I've got as many people as I can on this. Vault 7 is the whole map, how they could kill airplanes, how they could kill cars, how they were trying to set Trump up with false flags, with Russian servers, how they were planning all of this, how they were putting out disinfo, how they were bribing and blackmailing Congress. I mean, this makes the original WikiLeaks and the stuff that came out during the campaign look like child's play. This is a hydrogen bomb dropped on the criminal deep state by the Patriots in the deep state. This is the biggest scandal ever. This is mega massive. I don't know what they can do. And you see even the Fox News analyst that had been kind of stabbing Trump in the back all suddenly turning against Obama and Holder and Lynch and Clapper and Brennan. I mean, this is amazing.
No, the dirty tricks and the tactics of the deep state have now been, exposed for everybody to see. These criminals have to be dragged in front of a grand jury one by one. In all honesty, I don't think a congressional inquiry is the way to go. I don't.
No, we need indictments under national security for illegal spying and sabotage for private corporate interest against the United States of America. It's espionage. It's a new type, though. It's corporate espionage against the republic. That's what globalism is.
It is not wise to go to Congress for a totally politicized investigation in which nattering nabobs of negativism like Elijah Cummings blather on and on about the CIA and these allegations without a shred of...
Look, they've all called for the president to be overthrown. The media's called for him to be killed. I'm not the one calling for violence. They're the ones here. I think they're very close to really getting in some big trouble.
This is why I think A.G. Sessions should unrecuse himself. Look,
yes.
What happened last year is very clear. The president hits it out of the park with the State of the Union. He's got a head of wind for his agenda.
That's right. Trump was already planning all this, but he's not telling the subgroups, and that's why whoever... Do you have word on who told Sessions to recuse himself and why Trump blew up Thursday?
I have no information on this, but here's what I know. Here's the sequence. Trump knocks it out of the park. The deep state leaks the Sessions stuff to try to take the wind out of the president's sails. Trump comes right back with the wiretapping at Trump Tower, upping the ante.
Knowing this was about to be released.
He's the master.
Keep going.
So in my view here, Sessions should non-recuse himself, or better yet, let's appoint a hard-nosed lawman special prosecutor and give him a grand jury. Ash Carter, James Clapper, John Brennan, these men need to be in front of a grand jury. Let's find out what they knew and when they knew it. Let's find out who the leakers are. Let's drag the whole first and second level of the Obama State Department and
sure, Roger.
CIA in front of the jury. Get to the bottom of this.
It's in the CIA data dump that they were trying to set up Trump and his confidants with fake servers from Russia and fake cyber attacks. So we now know. We have the head of the Intelligence Committee in the House saying no evidence, no phone calls, no nothing. So they've been caught with a bluff of surveillance. They did the surveillance. Now they're trying to say they didn't do it, even though a month ago they bragged they do it. They are up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah, it's very interesting the way they have inadvertently blurted out their game. Hillary Clinton tweets just days before the election that computer scientists have located a server in connection with Russia at Trump Tower. Clearly, is that a confection, do you think? Computer scientists who work where? The Central Intelligence Agency? Busted. She knew the whole thing in advance. They were all in on it.
Well, here's their problem, and it's all here now. It's all here that they were running fake servers trying to spoof the IP addresses of Trump Tower. The intelligence community saw through it. These traitors they've put in the CIA, we probably outnumber them, just in the liberty movement, but also in government. 5-to-1 is the number I'm getting from good sources. Don't they get they're sitting right next to people that know they're the enemy, Roger?
It is quite extraordinary, but as I told you earlier, Alex, today, the most amazing thing to me is the extent to which the president is hard driving on policy, not deviating on any of the policies that he pledged, whether it's restoration of Glass-Steagall, breakup of Dodd-Frank, building the wall, cutting taxes.
Obamacare's about to get deep sixed. Obamacare's in deep trouble. They banned the tranny bathroom crap. Just all of it's happening.
At the same time, however, he is filling a government with quislings. This is my deepest concern for him. Anthony Scaramucci, widely respected and even revered by conservatives, a man who did yeoman service to the Trump campaign by raising money and providing wise counsel, a man who is a personal friend of the president, essentially squeezed out of a White House.
Well, let me stop you. That's Trump's only problem.
By a Bush guy.
No, I understand that. We'll do a whole other show on the appointments, but it's true that he's still doing his agenda, but it's Priebus and others that admittedly are the ones telling people to resign, telling people to recuse themselves, and Trump's blowing up. He needs to get rid of those people. Roger, we'll talk to you again soon. Paul Watson's in the 4th hour today, but if you want to come on the Nightly News tonight to get 20, 30 minutes without any breaks to really lay all this out, we'll do it and talk about the bad side of what's happening with Trump. He's doing great in his agenda. He's got great people in the intelligence agencies, but he's got a lot of politicos. I guess as a business guy, you bring in the folks that used to run stuff, you think they'll follow your orders. They don't. And so I think that's just one blind spot. But maybe he knows something I don't know. Thank you so much, Roger. We'll talk to you soon.
Let's definitely do the news tonight because there is so much breaking news between now and then. I will learn much that our
All right, let them know when you want to tape it or come on live. Thank you.